Time now for your forewarned weather with Thomas Keyboy.
Good morning, Utah, and happy Tuesday. Hope that your day is off to a good start. We're going to begin with the forewarned radar, where things across most of the state are relatively quiet. But if you're in the northernmost half of the Beehive State or in northeast Nevada, you are likely seeing at least a little bit of snow, where we got a little bit of snow near Snowville, also towards Park Valley. Then as you make your way from Wells down towards Elko out there this morning. Again, most of the Beehive State relatively quiet, but even for some of the spots not seeing snow in northernmost Utah, like in Cache Valley, we are seeing some foggy conditions. So if you're traveling, say throughout northern Box Elder County, northern Cache County, and then up towards Rich County, you might just want to factor in some extra time just in case, as we are looking at either a little bit of light snow or even some fog out there, while as you make your way just a little bit further down to the south, we're just starting off with mostly cloudy skies. And here's the current view from Bryce Canyon, where it's a quiet start to the morning. Won't find any issues here as you head off to work, school, or maybe go check out the hoodoos. Temperatures at this point across the state, mainly in the 20s and 30s. It's a chilly start to the morning, similar compared to what we saw yesterday, while Heber right now is one of the colder spots, checking in with a temperature of 19. For your dog walking forecast, we're going to continue with our festive dog walking. And this is Noodles right here. And Noodles is ready to go for that walk in that comfy Christmas sweater. And you're probably going to need the sweater as we go through today, as temperatures will slowly be climbing through the 30s. Eventually seeing a daytime high near 40 degrees. Along the Wasatch Front, we'll check in with mostly cloudy skies. We'll likely see a little bit of haze as well. So for today, those daytime highs across the state will be about 3 to 5 degrees cooler compared to what we saw yesterday, which means for most of us, we're going to be pretty close to where we should be for this time of year. In northern Utah, daytime highs will mainly range in the 30s and 40s. And as you make your way into central and southern Utah, daytime highs will mainly be in the 40s and 50s. And the further south you go, the more sunshine you're likely going to see. But I think that we'll see a good mix of sun and clouds even down in southern Utah by this afternoon. We'll get to 40 degrees in Salt Lake City, while Heber will see a daytime high of 42, and we'll get to a daytime high of 35 degrees in Park City. Then in central Utah, it's a daytime high of 48 in Castledale, 38 in Emory, and 45 in Gunnison. Then down south, St. George likely to lead the way, coming in with a daytime high of 56 under a mix of sun and clouds, 42 for Bryce Canyon, 46 for Lake Powell, and a daytime high in the middle 40s throughout San Juan County, where we get to 44 degrees in Monticello and 45 degrees in Blanding. Let's go ahead and begin the Futurecast. We'll start this at 8 o'clock this morning, in the Futurecast showing those light snow showers stretching from northeast Nevada more or less through the Utah-Idaho line. We might not see too many changes with that as we go through today. Our weather will be slightly unsettled because we have an upper-level low pressure moving through. The thing is, though, this low pressure just doesn't have a lot of moisture to work with. So for most of us, that's just going to result in a little bit more cloud coverage. And as we go from tonight into tomorrow morning, one thing I want to focus your attention on is in northern Utah. You can see by 6 o'clock in the morning, those winds are out of the east, which means tomorrow morning, I think that we could see some easterly canyon winds in northern Utah, with the bulk of those expected to be along the northern Wasatch Front, more or less from Parley's Canyon up through Weber Canyon, possibly up to North Ogden as well through Ogden Canyon. Could see some gusts between 30 and 45 miles per hour from the mouth of Weber Canyon down towards Farmington. So just a heads up that as we go from late tonight into early on Wednesday, we could see some gusty conditions, especially along the northern Wasatch Front. Make sure that you tie down any loose objects in your yard. Here's that upper level low pressure as it's swinging its way through. Again, not bringing that much moisture in association with it. And then by Wednesday into Thursday, that low pressure moves away. High pressure builds in. We'll see quiet conditions more or less through this week and through this upcoming weekend, as daytime highs will go on a slow but steady warming trend. And then maybe, just maybe, as we turn the page into early next week, with that high pressure expected to move out of the way, we can move into a little bit more active pattern, and with more of that haze expected to build in our northern Utah valleys, I think that by that time we'll be happy to see any changes. Meanwhile, in St. George, daytime highs in the middle 50s over the next few days, with daytime highs eventually climbing to around 60 degrees by this upcoming weekend, with overnight lows continuing mainly in the 30s, but instead of low 30s, like over the next few days, we should be in the mid to upper 30s by Sunday night into Monday morning. Then along the Wasatch Front, daytime highs near 40 degrees today and for tomorrow. Partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies for the Tuesday and Wednesday, with some of those canyon winds late tonight and early tomorrow morning. And then for Thursday and Friday, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Daytime highs return to the middle 40s, and not many changes as we move into this upcoming weekend, with overnight lows eventually climbing to the upper 20s and low 30s.